you for joining me for this quick yoga fit flow. Really short, accessible sequence today. So ideal for maybe taking a work break, lunch break. Could do it first thing in the morning, could do it before a run, could do it after a run, any time of day. Okay, we're going to go through some really basic movements and transitions. So if this is your first practice, then that's absolutely fine. Have a go, see how you get on. And at any point, you can just come to rest down on your mat, either taking child's pose or just taking a seat, okay? So yeah, let me know how you get on with this. As always with our physical practice, make sure that you're listening first and foremost to your own body. If you've got any injuries that you're working with today, just be mindful of that. But yeah, try have some fun. Okay, so we're going to get started in a kneeling position. So just come down to your mat. Tops of the feet are flat to the earth, and the bum just comes to rest on the heels. Okay, if this is super uncomfortable for you, you might like to slide a blanket between your heels and your sit bones, or maybe just kneel down on a blanket. Okay, but we're not going to be here for a great deal of time, so bear that in mind as well. From here, we're going to bring both hands to the thighs, okay? Palms facing up. Roll the shoulders to the ears and then squeeze them together behind the body. Letting the neck be long. Chin's parallel to the earth. Closing down the eyes. And just taking a moment to observe the breath and connect to the physical body, however you're showing up today. Allow the face to soften. It might feel good to give the neck a little bit of a gentle stretch out here, bringing left ear to the left shoulder. And then maybe the right ear goes to the right shoulder. Just as long as we're focusing on the breath before we start to bring some more movements to the body. Okay, so the inhale and the exhale is through the nose. Observe the rise and fall of the chest. On the next inhale, you keep the eyes closed if you like, or open if you prefer. As we breathe in, the arms are going to go long and they're going to reach all the way up to the sky. Breath in. Palms come together, exhale, lower them through heart space. 2 more just like that. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale through heart center. 1 more time, inhale, arms all the way to the sky. And exhale through heart center. Open the eyes if you haven't already. Maybe try a smile. Maybe not, that's okay as well. We're going to start to walk the hands toward the top of the mat, okay? So as we do this, really ground the palms down. The sit bones stay heavy toward the heels. And then the head starts to melt down toward the ground, okay? This is our child's pose. This is where we can come at any point during the practice. As we start to breathe in, start to walk the hands back toward the knees. The hands are going to go behind the body, squeeze shoulders together, open through the chest, gaze up. As we start to exhale, going back to that child's pose. Hands toward the top of the mat, sit bones heavy. As we inhale, same again, walking the body back upright, hands come behind the hips, open the chest, gaze up. Gonna go 1 more time, walking the hands down toward the top of the mat. Allowing the body to feel heavy on the earth as we're here, and then walking the hands back toward the knees. Last time with that nice chest opener, big breath in, lifting through the heart space. And then as we find a nice upright position, our hands come down to the ground. We find a tabletop, okay? So maybe the feet need a bit of a tap out here. We've been in kneeling for quite a while. Wrists, elbows and shoulders are stacked. Knees and hips are stacked here, okay? We're in this strong tabletop. Tuck the toes under. Press the ground away so we're almost doming through the upper back. Hovering the knees here. Engaging the core, the knees are about an inch or two off the earth. A couple of strong breaths in and out through the nose. One more. And bring them back down to the mat. Untuck the toes. Straight away, inhale. Left leg goes long behind the body. As we exhale, we're going to tiger curl that knee in toward the nose. Chin to chest, round the back. Inhale to extend it back. Two more, just like that. Exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. And inhale, extend. Sorry, so now leave that leg long. We're just going to start to draw some circles with the left leg. Try to open out through the hip. Now maybe you want to bend through the knee here. Find a little bit more mobility through the hip joint. Okay, check in with how you're feeling, what your body's requiring. And then full extension and back down to the earth. Find that child's pose. Just stretch out the back before we come into the second side. Let's meet back in tabletop, going straight into the right side. Inhale, leg goes long. Exhale, knee toward the nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. And exhale, bring it in. Last time, inhale, full extension. Keep the leg long. Let's start to make some circles. Mobilizing through that hip, maybe taking a bend to the knee and really getting into that hip flexor. Beautiful, knee comes back to the earth. We're going to tuck the toes under. We're going to send the hips to the sky, nice and slowly, finding our first variation of downward facing dog. Okay, so in this posture, we're looking for a nice strong triangle shape with the body. The sit bones go high. Now, we want to work towards bringing the heels to the earth, but if that's not there now, then it really doesn't matter, okay? We can come up onto the toes and soften the knees so that we can get those hips lifted. Okay, we're looking for that length through the back and that height in the sit bones. Taking some breaths here. From our downward facing dog, we're going to travel through to a high plank. So let the body roll forward. So we should again have that wrist, elbow and shoulder stacking position. Lower the knees down here. Then lower the rest of the torso down. Try and keep it nice and straight all the way to the mat. Untuck the toes. Inhale, we're going to peel the chest up through a baby cobra. Exhale, roll it back down. Tuck the toes again. Let's lift back up onto the knees, pressing up. Let's lift the knees back up, high plank. Downward facing dog. Big breath. We're going to do that 2 more times, okay? So rolling the body forward, all the way forward into that high plank. From your high plank, knees drop. From this position, drop the torso with control, come all the way down. Untuck the toes, peel the chest open, baby cobra. Roll it back down. Tuck the toes. Press onto the knees, nice and strong through those shoulders. High plank and downward facing dog. Okay, so as I sort out my top, I want you to do that 1 more time. So from that downward facing dog position, we're rolling the body all the way forward into that nice strong high plank. From your high plank, drop the knees down. That body's still a really strong shape. From here, bend the elbows. They squeeze in past the torso and lower the torso all the way down. Untuck the toes. Peel the chest up using the back muscles, using the glutes. Gaze up, baby cobra. And then roll back down so we're flat to the earth. Tuck the toes back under, pressing up onto the knees. This is the last time, so it's super strong, maybe a little bit shaky. Find your high plank. We're gonna meet in our downward facing dog. Nice, strong triangle shape with the body. The sit bones are nice and high. Maybe starting to feel a bit of a burn through the shoulders. If not, then they're certainly awake. Let's start to tiptoe the feet toward the hands, okay? So maybe you need to bend the knees a little bit. Maybe you need to bend the knees an awful lot, okay? Maybe it's more of a shuffle and a drag than a graceful tiptoe, and that is absolutely fine, okay? Feet are hip width apart here, parallel to one another. We're gonna grab opposite elbows with opposite hands and let the head drop down in a nice passive forward fold. Now you can see my knees are soft here. Now maybe your knees are even softer. Maybe they're kind of like this, all right? That's okay. We want the head to be really heavy. And then release the elbows, fingertips come down to the earth. Chin stays to chest here, okay? We're going to very slowly peel the body. We're coming all the way up to standing. So thinking of feeling every single little millimeter of this movement as we come all the way up. Meeting at standing. Super nice. Okay, so we should be at the top of the mat here. The feet should still be about hip width apart. Okay, ground down through the feet. We're going to inhale, arms to the sky. I think this video is going to cut off my arms. So you just imagine they're super long all the way up. Exhale, as they come down by the side, my chin's going to come to my chest as I start to roll back down. So just the way I came, all the way down, forward fold. This time as I inhale, we're finding a halfway lift, so the legs are a little straighter, the back's nice and flat. Exhale to fold back down. And an inhale, I start to peel up again, all the way to standing. So we're really thinking about mobilizing through the spine here. Keep the arms going all the way up. And this time exhale, they just come down by the side of the body. Okay, we're gonna go again. Inhale, arms all the way up, reach high to the sky. Exhale, bring the arms down as they come down, chin to chest, rounding through the shoulders first, and then the rest of the spine, traveling all the way to that fold. Inhale, that halfway lift, straight legs and a nice flat back. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, start to peel the body all the way up, nice and slowly. Should be starting to feel a little bit more free now. Arms go all the way to the sky. And arms come down by the side of the body. We've got one more round, okay? With your own breath, inhale, let's roll up. Sorry, reach up, not rolling up, there's nowhere left to roll, big reach. Exhale, arms down by the side of the body, chin to chest, start to peel all the way into that nice folded position. Head is heavy in your fold. Inhale, find your halfway lift, straight legs and a flat back. Fold it back down, exhale. And inhale, we're rolling, 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 rolling all the way to standing, arms to the sky. And exhale, they come down by the side of the body. Beautiful. Now give the arms a bit of a shake off if they need to. Hopefully we're feeling a little bit more free through the torso. Okay? Nice and mobile through the spine. We're going to inhale, reach up again. This time as we exhale, we dive down with a nice flat back, okay? So swan dive all the way to the floor to forward fold. Inhale, find that halfway lift again, straight legs, flat back. This time we're going to plant the fingertips toward the earth, left toes to the back of the mat. We're in a lunge position, okay? Right knees over the right ankle, the gaze is slightly forward. Now you can find some movement here to really stretch out through the lower body. Set your foundations, then when you're ready, find a strong inhale to rise all the way up. Strong high lunge. From here, we're lowering that left knee all the way to the earth, and then let the fingertips come down either side of that right foot. Lift that left knee back off the earth. Find a strong inhale, rise all the way up, high lunge. Lowering that left knee to the ground, and fingertips either side of that front foot. One more time with this cycle. Lift the left knee off the ground. Lift the body up, high lunge, really strong with this stance. Left knee toward the earth, fingertips frame the front foot. Awesome. Okay, from this position, keep the left toes tucked, keep the left knee down. We're going to shift the hips back, rolling onto the heel of the right foot to really stretch through that right hamstring, okay? So the right toes are now facing up toward the ceiling. Fingertips are on the ground. We're going to have a couple of breaths here. If you want to dial it up a notch, walk the hands further forward. If you want to rein it in, walk them back. Shifting the hips back forward, planting the right sole back down. The left knee lifts off the earth. Take the weight in that right foot. Left leg floats all the way to the top of the mat. We're back in our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise to standing again with that flat back. We're diving upwards all the way. Arms to the sky. Exhale, hands come through heart center, prayer position. Okay, so we've got that sequence on the other side. Find your ground at the top of the mat. Feet are parallel, really pressing down into the earth. Inhale to rise up, gaze follows those fingertips. Exhale, dive down with a flat back, big strong swan dive all the way to the earth. Inhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight legs, flat back. Plant the fingertips, this time right toes to the back of the room. Strong lunge this side of the body. Again, if you want to find a little bit of movement, see what's going on through those hips. Grounding down through the feet, okay? We need to be really stable through our foundations. Inhale, rise. Lowering the right knee to the earth, fingertips frame the left foot. Lift the right knee. Inhale, high lunge, finding this cycle again. Drop the back knee, fingertips frame the front foot. Last time, lift that right knee. Lift the body. Lower right knee, lower fingertips. This time, have we done the same amount? I think so. Okay, that's how it seemed quicker. Okay, right toes stay tucked. So I'm going to shift the hips back. We're coming onto the heel of the left foot, left toes facing up. So again, we're really trying to open up through this left hamstring. Dialing up this posture by walking the hands forward, reining it in by bringing the hands back. Remember your breath. And then hips shift forward, sole of the left foot planting down, lift the right knee. Then taking a little bit of flight with the right foot, it floats all the way to the top of the mat. Find that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, all the way up, arms to the sky. Hands come together, lower through heart center. Okay, let's go again. Inhale, arms to the sky, reach up. Exhale, dive it down. Swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the palms, stepping the left toes to the back of the room. Inhale, high lunge, a little bit faster this time. Drop the left knee down, drop the fingertips down. Lift the left knee up. This time we're skipping the cycle, we're coming straight back to the top of the mat. Float that left foot all the way forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way, arms to the sky. Again, imagine my arms all the way to the ceiling. Exhale, hands through heart center. Straight into round 2. Inhale. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the right toes toward the back of the mat. Set up for your high lunge, and when you're ready, breathe in, rise up. Drop the right knee down. Drop the fingertips down. Lift the right knee up, and then with a little bit of flight, the right foot comes up to meet the left. Forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, rise all the way, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center. We're going to close off the eyes here, thumbs pressing into the sternum. Notice the chest rising and falling with every breath. Notice your feet firm into the mat. And we'll take a big cleansing breath before we continue. So inhale as deep as possible through the nose. Really fill the lungs, fill the belly even, let the body lift. When you're ready to exhale, open the mouth and sigh. Inhale, arms to the sky, big reach. Exhale, dive it all the way down, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. This time we're stepping both feet toward the back of the mat. We're meeting in that downward facing dog. Now maybe you feel a little bit more strong or spacious in your down dog than you did at the beginning. Maybe your heels are coming closer to the earth. Maybe they're still floating, and that is fine, okay? Soften the knees, let the sit bones rise up. Make sure the palms are really gripping into the earth, okay? Even those fingertips, grip the mat. From our downward facing dog, we're going to roll the body into that high plank position. Drop the knees. Drop the torso, super strong. Untuck the toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, roll down. Tuck the toes back under. Come onto the knees. Come into your high plank. And come into your downward facing dog. Starting to tiptoe the feet up toward the hands, finding a forward fold. Again, if it's not a graceful tiptoe, if it's more of a drag and a thud, that is fine. Inhale, halfway lift, straight legs flat back. Exhale, forward fold, and inhale to rise all the way up, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Okay, we're going to test our balance a little bit now as we start to travel back down to the mat. Bring the hands to that preposition at heart space, or if your balance is pretty bad today, like me, you might want to stretch your arms out long. Okay, just see how you get on. We're going to come up onto the toes. Okay. Now from here, we're going to start to bend the knees, enjoying all those wobbles along the way. Stay on the toes, stay on the toes. Coming all the way down. Now hopefully you can do it a bit slower than I can today. We meet down here, find that balance. And then, here's the little tricky bit. We're going to stay as smooth as possible. As we bring the sit bones down to the earth, we bring our hands behind the back of the thighs, hook them in and balance here. Now, if you're really strong in your balance today, you might be able to stretch your arms out long. We're just taking a couple of breaths here, okay? Imagine that you're growing tall through the crown of the head so your spine can be nice and long. And then let the soles of the feet come down to the ground. Soles of the feet come together as we come onto the outer edges of the feet. Wrap the hands around the feet. Bring the heels in toward the body, okay? Now again, the back is nice and long here. Take a big inhale, grow tall. And as we exhale, we start to fold forward. Now you can see here that my elbows are kind of on the inside of where my calf and my thigh meet. Now that's kind of gently encouraging my knees closer to the earth. Okay, now while we're not about yanking or forcing, just this very, very gentle pressure on this part of the body just encourages the knees to open that little bit more. But of course, if you feel any kind of pinching or any kind of sharp pain, then we bail on this, okay? And then let the body come all the way back up. Right, we're going to find our final downward facing dog, okay? So, lift the feet up, cross the ankles over one another. Now, feet come back down to the mat, toes or heels. We press into the feet, hands to the earth. Send the hips up, uncross the ankles, down dog. See, easy peasy. Take some practice, okay? Maybe you get it first time, maybe you get it 10th time, maybe you never get it, okay? That's all right as well. Last down dog. So take whatever movements feel good. Shake off the head, pedal through the heels, anything goes. We're going to bring the knees to the earth, untuck the toes, hips back to heels, finding that child's pose. Walk the hands back toward the body, lifting the torso up, hands behind the body just where we started, open the chest, gaze up. Dragging the hands back to the top of the mat, child's pose. And again, body is upright, chest comes open. Back to your child's pose, final time. Find that heart opening posture. And then find that nice long spine. Hands come to heart center. Eyes are closed off here. Coming back to the place where we started. Maybe you want to show the neck a little bit of love if you do at the beginning. So the left ear to the left shoulder. And then the chin rolling through the chest. Right ear to the right shoulder. And maybe again. And maybe again. Let the head come back through center. Just take a moment to reconnect with that breath. So notice the rise of the chest on the inhale. See if you can press that breath deep down into the belly toward the base of the spine. Let the body fill and rise. And then exhaling to soften and sink. And before we close this practice, we're going to take a really small moment of gratitude for something big or for something small. Whether it's for someone else, whether it's for yourself, whether it's for a moment or a thing. When you're ready, the fingertips are going to float up to the forehead. And then we're going to drop the chin to the chest, bow the head down. Lifting the head, open the eyes, and smile if you can. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this short practice today. Hopefully it served you. Any thoughts, feelings, feedback, please let me know. Yeah, if you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. That would be great. And share with anybody who you think might enjoy this. yeah, any questions, please get in touch. Thank you again for being here. I will catch you next time. Keep well. Thank you.